before I had an open door. So I told myself I never let it happen again.
Hello, Facebook family and internet world. My name is Raquel, and this is Pages of Life. This is part 2 to our interview with Miss Erika Michaels in teen pregnancy. And so we have another guest with us. You want to go ahead and introduce who this gentleman is?
This is my son, Jordan.
A little louder.
This is my son, Jordan.
Jordan. And how old is Jordan?
He's 4 months.
4 months. Jordan is 4 months. Hi there.
Hey, hi.
So I want to ask you something. Are you still with the baby's father?
Currently, no.
Okay. So what happened?
He decided he didn't want to take responsibility. So he just went off and he didn't want to see his child.
Really?
He told me that he didn't want to be with me. So he's out there doing his thing, and I haven't spoken to him since.
And you know, the sad thing about it is this is the norm. This is actually what happens. The young girls get in these relationships with these young men, you know, they want to enjoy the fruits of being in a relationship, but then do not want to take responsibility for whatever reason. And then the young girl is left with the baby. So you have, how many of your other friends are pregnant or have had babies?
I have quite a few.
Quite a few.
So my best friend, she just had a baby.
Really?
So there's quite a few out there that I know.
Did you ever hear of the story, not a story, but it actually happened, I think, last year or year before last, where a group of friends got together and decided that they all were going to get pregnant? Did you hear about that? Yeah. I forget what town it was in, but these young girls all decided at this high school that they were all going to get together and they were all going to have a baby. And I think it was called the baby pack or something like that. But yeah, these young girls decided that they wanted to have a baby, and it just kind of devastated the whole little community. So how are your girlfriends handling their babies?
Well,
do you guys often talk about, you know,
yes.
being a mommy?
Yes, me and my best friend, we talk about it all the time. Where her situation is kind of different from mine because her baby's father is there. She has a baby father.
Okay.
So, you know, we talk about, you know, the things that she goes through with him. And then I talk about, you know, how I feel being a single mom.
Yes.
So.
Okay. What I want to say. What advice would you give a young girl who thinks that she wants to have a baby? What would you say to her?
I would tell, the advice I would give to her was wait, you know, get your school and get out of school, you know, get yourself together, go to school, go to college, get yourself together before you think about bringing another life into the world. You know what I'm saying? Because you're still a baby yourself. So that's the advice I would give to a young girl.
Okay. Do you want to have more children?
In the future, yes.
Okay.
Right now, no.
Right now, no. Okay. If your mother was here and what would you, and you could tell her anything, what would you say to your mother right now? What would you say to her?
I would tell her that first off, I would say I love you. I would thank her for teaching me and my brother as well, everything being brought up, even though it was things that we didn't, you know, agree with. I'm glad that she taught us that because besides me being pregnant, you know, I probably would have been out there doing what most other teenagers, young teenage girls would do. So I would thank her.
You would thank her?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's important. Now, I have to kind of elaborate on this because you mentioned it. What are other young teenage girls doing nowadays? What enlighten us? What are they out there doing?
Man, prostitution.
Really?
Yes. Believe it or not.
Is it the same as being on the corner, or I mean, are they on the corner selling it, or is it different? What is the difference? I mean, when you say the young girls are doing prostitution, how? I guess.
Well, as based off of what I've heard,
okay.
The girls that I went to school with, I do know a few of them. They would tell me that they would they wouldn't have a pimp per se, but they would, you know, they'll be their own. I don't know how to explain it. Like they'll be their own.
Their
You
own
know,
pimp.
their own pimp. You know,
Okay.
they'll go out.
So they're
have
pimping
sex.
themselves.
Yes, they'll go
Okay.
out, have sex with these guys. You know,
For
require
money.
money.
Okay.
So that's one thing. You know, drugs. Girls, young girls my age around me, they do a lot of drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Having babies back to back to back, being young. So those are kind of stuff that
They're doing.
I see.
Okay. Well, I want to say thank you so much for being honest and candid and sharing your story with me and my Facebook family and the internet world. I mean, it takes courage to come on and talk about the situation that you've gone through. And what kind of mother do you think that you'll make? I mean, you know, right now he's a little one and he doesn't require too much emotional stuff. You know, right now it's a lot of physical stuff. You got to be there and feed him and dress him and all of that. But what kind of mother do you think you'll be?
I think I would be a good mother as long as I, you know, do what I need to do, put him first before me, you know, with the help of my family and God, of course. I can do it.
You can do it. You sure can. You can do it. You can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. And I know that you'll do it. And I know that your mother is going to be there to support you and your family will be there to support you.
Yes.
And again, I say thank you so much for coming on. My name is Raquel. This is Pages of Life. And I leave with you this. What are you writing on the pages of other people's lives? And what are you allowing other people to write on your pages? Be blessed. Thank you.
And I let something tell me that you mad at me.